Peter Obi, Dangote Refinery will give us additional savings on foreign exchange. Dangote Refinery will give us additional funds, will give us additional savings on foreign exchange, declared by His Excellency Peter Obi during the commissioning of Dangote Refinery. Peter Obi said, "For me, the project contribution is immeasurable. It is immeasurable to our economy. It is immeasurable to our country, Nigeria, and to Africa. Because if we look at one of the biggest drain to our foreign exchange, which is affecting our reserve and exchange rate, is our foreign exchange. This will impact positively into our being able to have additional savings to our foreign exchange and rebuilding our reserve, which will go a long way in impacting on our rates. Quite frankly, it is not whether it comes down or stay where it is. For me, it is about availability and being able to turn around the economy where this can contribute in using the resources we are going to save in other areas in order to propel moving the country from consumption to production." Well, Peter Obi said this well, even despite the petition still in court. Peter Obi is still traveling from a place to another, meeting stakeholders and also being invited on different platforms. The recent with Peter Obi being invited by Dangote and saying that the savings end or the refinery will benefit Nigerians well, and we are going to have a lot of savings instead of we borrowing as usual from IMF and other bodies. Okay, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as executive governor of Lagos State was the brain behind the Lekki Free Trade Zone. This excellent economic initiative gave birth to the Eco Atlantic City, Lekki Deep Seaport, and Dangote Refineries. Yeah, somebody quoted on Instagram that even before Peter Obi could say this, that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has already said this earlier on. Wow. Isn't it hilarious that Peter Obi, a man under whose watch as the governor of Anambra could only attract the investment of a brewery to his state, now wants to be the president of Nigeria as opposed to Tinubu, whose achievements far exceeds his. Peter Obi in Nigeria, no be Anambra. Tinubu na your papa. You yourself use your eyes see say Dangote Refinery way there for Tinubu's Lagos. No be like the Samila Brewery beer parlor where you build for your people for Anambra because say you think say them be drunkards. This is another message on social media saying that Peter Obi is deceiving himself. Well, you're saying the truth, but personally, right now we need actions better than words. Someone said the hip-hop wings of obedience are going through a lot. Not the sensible one among them that have moved on. He said for those terrorist wings, that we should say the truth that the ending is not nice. The heading is not nice. For those who would criticize Mr. Obi for stating the obvious, remember he didn't call the press. They went to him with multiple mics and widgets. If you think he's overreaching, then whether or not you have a brain is not a brainer question. I was told that Peter Obi did not even call the press at all. They cited him and they ran to him to hear words of wisdom from him. Anyway, so that be for all sane, honest, and hardworking Nigerians. The land will favor us. That's our prayer. And for those praying for bad things around them, around Nigeria, it's bad things that are always over around them. Peter Obi, we hope that what you've said and is acted upon, although you are not the incoming president elect, but we Nigerians are still happy, especially the obedience that Peter Obi is not too quiet, is not too adamant, is still moving all around Although it is really looking bleak for the petition of Labour Party's presidential candidate Peter Obi to win the case filed against the All Progressive Congress APC on February 25 election. February 25, 2023 election, the presidency election. No, Peter Obi is personally a gentleman. He's personally a no violence person, because we know notably his followers called obedient said there will be a protest, said they'll put the country at a halt, and they hold the military to take over the helm of government when Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was declared the winner by INEC. So Mr. Obi has been moved to court, and the man has been traveling from one place to another. Anyway, journalists still came to meet him. That's what does it say about Dangote Refinery? Fine. The question personally is Peter Obi ripe to be the president of Nigeria? I'm sure maybe next 4 years the man would have become a better man. Is he ripe already, or obedience are just agitating that they just want their person to be the president of Nigeria? Later down that it's nearly turned to tribalism, when a lot of Igbos, even in Lagos State, are rooted for Peter Obi and said that Tinubu can never be the president. Although the issue is resolved now, and we can see that obedience are more calmer now and are seeing things in the way that acceptable and accessible to everyone. Now, the petition is still in court on tribunal. Peter Obi is still waiting to the final verdict of the court, although he's not all that happy when the tribunal cancelled the live telecast of its ruling, which really put the odds to petitions rendered by PDP, by APM, and the Labour Party. It's in court, but like we are already knowing where it is heading to. Anyway, we hope that whatever the judiciary decides will be the best for Nigerians, and whatever the Supreme Court decides will be the best for Nigeria also.